Hello po ulit. Good morning. So, nandito po ulit ako ngayon sa Business Process and Enterprise System. Question number 1. Enumerate and explain briefly the 10th step of the procurement cycle. 10th step procurement cycle. Management and any company must understand the art of obtaining products and service. The procurement cycle follows specific steps for identifying a requirement or need of the company through the final steps of the award of the product or contract. This is responsible management of public and corporate funds is vital when handling this necessary process, whether in a strong or weak economic market. Following our proven systematic technique will help management successfully achieve its goals. Number 1. Step 1. Need recognition. The business must know it needs a new products, whether from internal or external sources. The product may be one that needs to be reordered, or it may be a new items for the company. Number 2. Step number 2. Specific need. The right product is critical for the company. Some industries have a standard to help determine a specification. Part numbers help identify this for some business. And number 3, step source option. The business needs to determine where to obtain the products. The company might have an approved vendor list. If not, the business will need to search for a supplier using purchase orders or research a variety of other sources such as magazines, the internet, or sales representative. The company will qualify the supplier to determine the best product for the business. Step number 4, price and terms. The business will investigate all relevant information to determine the best price and terms for the product. This will depend on if the company needs commodities, readily available products, or specialized materials. Usually, the business will look into 3 suppliers before it makes a final decision. Step number 5, purchase order. The purchase order is used to buy materials between a buyer or seller. It's especially defined the price specification in terms and condition of the product or server and any additional obligation. Step number 6, delivery. The purchase order must be delivered usually by fax, mail, personally, email, or other electronics means. Sometimes the specific delivery method is specified in the purchasing document. The recipients then acknowledge receipt of the purchase order. Both parties keep a copy on file. Step number 7, expediting. Expedition of the purchase order addresses the timelines of the service or materials delivered. It becomes especially important if there are any delay. The issues must often noted include payment dates, delivery times, and work completion. Step number 8, receipt and inspection of purchase. Once the sending company delivered the products, the receipt accepts or rejects the items. Acceptance of the items obligates the company to pay for them. Steps number 9, invoice approval and payment. 3 documents must match when an invoice requests payment, the invoice itself, the receiving document, and the original purchase order. The agreement of this document provides confirmation from both the receiver and supplier. Any discrepancies must be resolved before the recipient pay the bills. Usually, payment is made in the form of cash, check, bank transfer, credit, letters, or other types of electronic transfer. Step number 10. Record maintenance. In the case of audits, the company must maintain proper records. This include purchase record to verify any tax information and purchase order to confirm warranty information. Purchase records reference future purchases as well. And second question is, what are the steps in the supplier evaluation selection process? The supplier evaluation and selection process, number 1, supplier identification. The first step in the SRM method is supplier identification. The company must sort out and identify all its suppliers to whom they paid invoices over a certain period. Step number 2, supplier segmentation. This is an important step. The long list of suppliers to whom invoices have been paid must be segmented. Segmentation helps to find those suppliers that are capable of contributing to the business strategy. Only these limited numbers of suppliers are worth the time and effort to build a close relationship and partnership with. Step number 3, relationship analysis. Mainly for the top segment of supplier classified as interesting to build a partnership with, the company must determine the existing relationship type. This is realized by using the supplier relationship analysis tool. Step number 4, relationship management. Mainly for the top segment of supplier, the existing relationship type needs to be managed towards the ideal relationship type, which is the leverage core relationship type. Step 5, evaluation on a regular basis. The SRM result and the lesson learned need to be documented and evaluated. This will lead to a series of recommendations towards the business, like integrating the top segment supplier for new research and development activities, or proposing to restart step number 2, the supplier segmentation. Thank you and God bless.